Hi guys. I think I got pumpkin on my face. Of course, you don't see it before you go live, right? Anyway, uh, just a few updates, guys. I know it's crazy things taking place, and I know I've done several videos today, and like I said, there'll probably be several more, but I want to keep you guys informed. So let me get right into these articles. Welcome to the Truth Factor. Headlines with an attitude, and all of these articles, they're not in the Wixit, but they are in the description link below, guys. Anyway, let's get right into these articles, guys. I'm tired. I'm wiped out. Hey, Watchman, how are you, honey? Okay, so we have from Daily News, the Grand Central terminals are shut down due to pro-Palestinian protest. Hundreds of pro-Palestinian protests packed into Grand Central Terminal during Friday rush hour, partially shutting down the transit hub and leading to more than 100 arrests. Metro North service was shut down at the terminal, with the MTA advising customers to use the 125th Street station instead of eastbound LIRR service. Was still running at the Grand Central Madison stop. Though the entrances were restricted during the tumult. Subway services on the 4, 5, 6, and 7 lines were severely disrupted, the MTA stated. Pre-recorded announcements from police warning of impending arrest were at the times drowned out by chants during the rally organized by Jewish Voice for Peace. There's genocide going on right now in front of our eyes, said protester Peter Ginwoy, 75. The U.S. should stop sending arms to Israel now, added Kinoy, who is Jewish. The Daily News witnessed well over 100 arrests as activists calling on Israel to stop its bombardment of Gaza, the latest in a series of protests since Hamas attacked Israel on October 7th. After 3 warnings to disperse, demonstrators were told to put their hands behind their backs. Cops then put them in zip ties and took them to waiting buses. Wow. They face charges of criminal trespass. Police also arrested demonstrators who gathered on the balcony level overlooking 200,000 square foot train hall. Some huge banners with words "Mourn the Dead" and "Fight Like Hell for the Living" from the station departure board. It's disappointing that this group elected to stage a protest that interfered with New Yorkers getting home from work and otherwise going out their business, the MTA Chief Safety and Security Officer, Pat Warren, said in a statement. About 2 hours into the protest, some activists exited the terminal and made for Vanderbilt Avenue to continue the demo. Cody Edgley was among those being arrested Friday evening. Anyway, I think it is crazy. Yeah, I think this is crazy, guys. I don't know. I don't even know what to think about this stuff, especially it being a lot of Jewish people, And I'm not watching the wheels go round and round. I hear you, brother. Getting oil out of the Middle East is going to be like escape from New York. And that's exactly it. People don't realize how expensive gas is fixing to go, do they? Imports are going to go bust, right? Okay, so here are the latest updates from Hal Turner, and we're just going to go from the point of the updates from where we last stopped. The new update at 8:09 is that North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, in a special announcement to the people of North Korea, announced, "We are on the threshold of World War III and everyone must prepare." Moses staff an Iranian computer hacker group warning Israel, "You will undergo irreparable damage in the field of cyber and infrastructure. From now on, you should pay for each spilled blood. Wait for huge combined attacks. Our target is clear, specified, and accurate." Military analyst of Israeli Channel 14, "The first and the last operation is a complete disappointment. The government is gambling with the lives of soldiers." Israeli media is reporting that thousands of Israeli troops, alongside hundreds of tanks and armored vehicles, have entered the northern Gaza Strip tonight, near the city of Beit Hanun. with heavy and difficult fighting against terrorist forces ongoing. Hamas spokesman Osama Hadman said that there's no talks currently taking place between the group and Israel over a potential ceasefire and prison exchange. The Israeli army received a devastating blow on the outskirts of Burj camp, and the tanks were burning as if they were toys and dolls. Walla News. Now, guys, I'm not going to read this because we've already covered it. Via the Daily News. But we do have an update also from Maine through CBS News. Shooting suspect Robert Card found dead, sources say. The suspect in the mass shooting that killed 18 people in Lewiston, Maine, has been found dead. Multiple law enforcement sources confirmed to CBS News Friday. It was not immediately clear where the 40-year-old Robert Card's body was found or his cause of death. A news conference was scheduled for Friday night. Hundreds of state and local police and federal agents have been involved in the manhunt since the shootings Wednesday night. There is an arrest warrant out for Card on murder charges, police said. For several hours Thursday night, heavily armed police had surrounded a house in Bowdoin, a small college town where Card was is from, about 35 minutes from Lewiston, but they completed their search there without finding him. On Friday, police announced divers were conducting underwater searches near a location where Card's vehicle in white suburban Outback was found abandoned by a boat launch on the Astroskin River. Authorities had recovered a weapon from the suspect's abandoned vehicle. Law enforcement sources told CBS New Patton Milton and Robert Lagar earlier Friday that the firearm was legally purchased. A law enforcement source confirmed it wasn't clear if he recovered the weapon was used in the shooting. CBS News has also learned that the investigator has located Card's cell phone and will try to crack it and pore over his online activity, including text messages, emails, hoping to find clues as to his whereabouts. Authorities said they have received more than 530 leads. The deadly rampage began a little before 7 Wednesday night when police received the 911 call about a shooting at a spare time recreation, a bowling alley in Lewistown. Police later said 6 males and 1 female there died. Apparent gunshot wounds. Just over 10 minutes later at 7:08, police were called to the scene of another shooting a few miles away, Skimmagee's Bar and Grill. 8 people there were killed, police said. 3 other people died at area hospitals. Police said gunmen fled in the aftermath of the shootings, and they warned that he should be considered armed and dangerous. A Card member of the U.S. Army Reserve had recently reported experiencing mental health issues, including hearing voices, and threatened to shoot up a military base in Saco. A law enforcement bulletin seen by CBS News said in July, Card started behaving erratically, a New York Army National Guard spokesperson told CBS News, and he was committed to a mental health facility for 2 weeks. About 80 FBI agents were working with state and local enforcement in the search, Senator Susan Collins said at a news conference Thursday evening. Several communities in the area have spent the days since the shooting under shelter-in-place warnings, with schools canceled and residents urged to stay indoors. For me, it was incomprehensible that this can happen in Lewiston, Maine, Mayor Carl Scheinlein said. Our city is facing the incredible loss, and I am completely broken for our city, and my heart really goes out to the victims and the families right now. And I think it goes out to each and every person involved in this. But apparently he has been found dead, right? Sad way to end. Anyway, guys, that is the headlines for tonight. Anyway, God bless you. Thank you, Watchmen, for sticking around with me. Avery says, bye-bye.
It's my birthday.
And Brady says, it's his birthday, and we're going to go and spend a little more time celebrating it. Anyway, God bless y'all. Have a blessed night. Thank you.
Bye.